Poor Austin. He thought I wanted justice. He thought I cared. What I wanted was my grandmother's necklace. The Star of Wisova. 6 generations of Vais wore it. Smuggled from Ikaz in a corset lined with blood. Gone when Carthag went up in flame. Austin saw the tears. He thought they meant something, so he gave me his truth like it was a gift. I didn't betray him. Not in the end. I kept his secret and lost the necklace anyway. Even if I'd held it again, it wouldn't bring back the ballroom, or the music, or the dancers. You can't ransom ghosts. And gods be damned, the dead never write thank you notes.
Report on the deep desert. Murder's noise. Cargo is signal. What kind of high value? Let me see it. Yes, I recognize some of these names. Tell me what you see. If it were obvious, you wouldn't be asking. The answer's buried, figuratively and literally. Possibly, but everyone's always angling for something. It doesn't mean it's worth chasing. Anything else? Coincidentally, I have a seat at a banquet with Phaedra Vi, and several others listed on that manifest. I'll gather what I can there. You go back to Phaedra's apartment. That note might be... Read it. What did it say? Subtle as ever. She's leaving you a memory dressed as a riddle. What do you need help with? She's not subtle. Find the picture. She's telling you where the lock is, or the key. Congratulations. You've graduated from aimless rummaging to actual investigation. There aren't many once great cities around here, are there? I assume you can guess what city she's talking about. Indeed, Arakene's survival is a testament to the Duke's stubbornness and luck. The answer is Carthage, and I suspect our dead engineer has provided the clue that confirms this detail. 10194, the year the old city died. I don't know exactly what she meant you to find, but this feels like...
I've been trying to say this for weeks. Carthag, you want the truth? I was hired to fix a problem, quietly. A man, high voice, long shadow, wanted something buried. No noise, no survivors. I helped him, mapped fault lines, tuned resonance, knew exactly what would happen. They paid me, gave me a new collar, a title I never earned. Carthag fell. You've seen Ash. But I laid the tracks. When the train came, I looked away. The nightmares aren't fire or screams, they're silence. That moment before, I could have said no. Now it's inside me. The rot. I drink, I work, I don't sleep. Take this, sell it, burn it. Just remember, someone knew, even if I don't tomorrow. The Dune men say first silence, then dust, then wings in the dark. I used to think it was poetry. Now, it feels like a countdown.
Brought to you by the generous patronage of the Padishah Emperor and the tireless support of the Spice Miners Fellowship and the Leisure Committee. And now, it's time to dim the lights and return with us to those fateful days before catastrophe came calling. It's part 1 of 5 Days at Carthage.
Oh, hey there, friend. Looking for... That's not normally a good eye trade-in. I'm more hands-on. And I've got lots of customers, each with their own sordid affairs. None of my business. That's unfortunate. I shouldn't say. It's not good business. It's not safe. All right, all right. The lady was obsessed with her ancestral jewels, which I gather she lost with old Carthag. She particularly yearned for a necklace, the Star of Wisova. Turns out an enterprising scavenger had it. So Phaedra hatched some kind of scheme to get up the money to reacquire the necklace. I knew she was scheming up something to put together the scratch she'd need to get that necklace she obsessed over. No. Damn, I've got an answer, but you aren't going to like it. Phaedra was part of a little cabal who collectively had a stash of treasure they took out of old Carthag before it blew. Last to live takes the pot. Phaedra was making desperate trades to get the funds to retrieve her ancestral necklace, Well, anything could happen in that nest of covetous snakes. As for that person listed on the manifest, the Overseer, that is Sub-Prefect Tours. He's overseeing that group. Not the sort of thing you spill over afternoon tea, is it? I suppose you'll be catching up with him then and leaving in a hurry, huh?
That's not your door to open, stranger. Push it, and you'll find I'm harder to move than most. And by order of the Emperor, I'm telling you to slow your gallop. There's nothing for you inside. Who are you, stranger? By the order of the Emperor is usually enough to run most folks off. But look at you. You got the gait of someone walking on borrowed authority. Fast or slow, I don't think you're gonna get much chatter out of them inside. They're all dead. We've got one survivor, technically. Old bird's flapping her wings on the way down. But she'll land soon enough. Tours? Now there's a theory. Got anything to go with that? Or are we just throwing darts in the dark? Normally I'd say this is above your pay grade, but frankly I could use a second set of eyes. And if you already know some of these silk-wrapped corpses, all the better. Good. That saves us a few hours of corpse roulette. A few of these poor fools I already recognize by build or reputation. The rest you and your list can help with. It's my job to know who's whispering in the shadows. This crew kept to themselves. Rich, quiet, and just strange enough to raise my interest. I've had files on half of them since they landed. They didn't emerge from the usual noble channels. No banquets, no procession. They landed like cargo off a discreet ledger. No registry, no flight logs I could get my hands on. And they kept to the shadows after. When nobles start behaving like spies, I start watching like one. These little gatherings weren't new. Masquerades are not. Same crowd, same vices. Wine, secrets, and shouting matches dressed up as witty banter. Masks just gave them an excuse to say the quiet parts out loud. They never shouted about spice or power. It was always the desert. Who knew what? Who had the map? Who owed something? Sounded more like a treasure hunt than a banquet. All I know is they were tight-lipped going out, and even tighter coming back. Anyhow, enough jawing. Let me get a look at that guest list. I'll match it with my data and cut through some guesswork. Appreciate it. Now I'll play scribe. You go play confessor. The old bird is waiting. Call her Countess if you like. I call her the last shriveled thorn on a dead branch. Sharp tongue, sharper memory. Don't be fooled by the frailty. She can still draw blood with a whisper. The butler saw things. Doesn't rattle easy. You do well to speak with him before the details slip through the cracks. See what the butler and the old hawk have to say. After that, come find me. I'll be the one holding this city together.
Do forgive the mess. They died as they lived, loudly and with abysmal taste. Butler to the late lordlings of this doomed affair. My talents include wine pairing, corpse counting, and feigning deference. It began as a toast, ended as a cautionary tale. You may pick whichever part it's simple. Wine was poured, conversation flowed. Then, so did the convulsion. You will forgive me, and it would behoove you to speak.
Oh, splendid. An audience. I was beginning to worry I'd die without one. Countess? Did you just address me as Countess? Did he now? How sweet. That sun-scalded half-breed always did mean well, even if he has the conversational grace of a bricked-up cellar. Do I look like some lace-draped provincial with a grain tithe and a hobby kennel? I'm a marchioness, you ignorant little envelope. Alert the criers. We have discovered a pleb who can take instruction. I was Eulalia Hawthorne, Marchioness, Patroness. And what happened? Fashion suicide, mainly. Graf Vero died smiling, the fool. Spilled his wine and his wit in equal measure. I do admire a man who keeps his mask on while choking. With one of those ghastly little speeches nobles make when they think they're clever. Then came the toast. Then came the horror. This I remember with perfect clarity. She said it with that awful snark of hers, like she's been waiting years to raise the glass. She said, "To ghosts and ash, to the flames we escaped when we should have burned. Every breath since has been stolen, and tonight the debt is due." Hard to forget a toast that thick. I wasn't really listening. Phaedra has a habit of mistaking volume for substance. And I've spent decades letting that woman drone on about guilt and ghosts. I didn't think this time would be different. Our dear hostess Phaedra. And I do mean dear, given what it cost her. Dead, did you say? But the Toastmaster strutted around with her voice and mask like she owned the place. Typical Phaedra. Can't even die without making Graf Ansel Vero. A bloated tick in a borrowed title. He died as he lived. Loud, ridiculous, and surrounded by people pretending to like him. Blue. A coward's color. Fitting, really. He always did flee when anything required a spine. Or pants. A thing? Darling, the Graf was barely a man, let alone a thing. He once tried to kiss my hand and missed. I took it as a sign. Turns out my precious toxin modulator works. Slows the venom, preserves the drama. I'll die last, bloated with envy and resentment. Just how they'd want me. Oh, do not ruin this for me. I want to die with some shred of mystery, not flanked by bumbling concern. One last kindness, dear. My Morla. Kill them all. They'll spend my death pawing through jewelry and gossiping in the kitchen if you don't. It's a tradition, you know. The servants die with the mistress. Mostly forgotten now. Like manners and decency. But I rather like it. Please, kill the little wretches. Choke the life out of them before they sell my underthings for drink. By the time your little report makes its rounds, the rats will have nested in my wardrobe and auctioned my jewels to smugglers. Perhaps they'll read it at my memorial. just after the appetizers.
Let's have it. No blood or teeth marks. Good. Consider yourself formally initiated into the losing end of noble etiquette. She talked to you, didn't she? That's more than most get. See, that's where you got it twisted. That woman's got venom for blood and a title where her heart should be. She talked because you annoyed her. Snapped her right out of that death spiral by reminding her just how much she hates lizard-browed provincials like us. Call it a success. You woke up the part of her brain still capable of sneering. The question is, did you learn anything? Well, that's a wrinkle. Did the old bird say what color mask he was wearing? Back where I'm from, yellow marks a coward. But nobility tends to mistake fear for wisdom and wear it like gold. So find the wine stain next to a blue mat. Of course he did. Might want to run that scanner of yours. Find out where the wine hit the floor. Then we'll have our starting point. Bold choice bringing a discount snooper to a high-born massacre. Still, point it at the mess. Might surprise us both. Sort out where the graph ended up. Then we'll talk. Let's have it. Let's hear it. First prize to the junior investigator. That, a can of pressed slig. It's good on toast. 5 cans of pressed slig. The man chose his agent well. Always does, though. Got a knife. Well, meanwhile, I came up with 2 names of my own. 8 masked assholes dead on the floor. Speak to Theof, our resident. You know, I heard in one of them
Oh joy, you've returned. She was prone to a serious allergic reaction to a species of plant in our flower arrangement. She wished to sit as far away from it as possible. A common reaction to that particular flower. The wealthy chose aesthetic over practicality or safety. It's a wonder we can keep any of them alive. Alas, nothing pains me more than being unable to do your job for you. But I do not recall. I merely changed his seating arrangement prior to the gathering. I regret to say that the seating arrangement was the casualty of a wine-spilling incident by someone already deep in their cups.
Let's have it. Then let's have it. I'd say it's more of a Zaffrey violet, but that seems to align with my conclusions. Good work. I figured out one more. That snooper thing of yours chirped like it knows something? Well done, friend. While you were nosing around, I confirmed that the caskets themselves were not poisoned. Meaning... That's exactly correct. Someone doctored the vino after it was delivered. Always nice when the killer's polite enough to attend their own massacre. Turns out the wine was arranged by a man named Ambrose Lucifera. Fancy name for a glorified errand boy. I had him dragged in. Now's the time to go poke holes in his story.
Please do me the courtesy of telling me why I am being detained. What's the... Oh, balderdash. This is becoming intolerable. You've turned a juicy murder plot into something tedious. How could I possibly be involved with... Whom did you say was murdered? Well, now, see here. I merely arranged for the wine to be delivered. Everyone knows I have a knack for finding the best. These sealed bottles were poisoned. Oh, well, there you have it. I took no involvement in their glassware, merely in arranging for the reception of a very fine vintage. I trust this absolves a rare vintage from the planet of Grenbel, home of the exquisite Maros deer. A libation so fine even the most domineering Chussock snob would weep. Why, yes, any of the staff of the Seleucid Bull, as well as a few of the regulars, can attest to my presence. My debauching is quite conspicuous. Oh, goody, goody. With that unpleasantness out of the way, is there anything I can do to aid you in your... And now we are back to a morbidly... Could you be more specific on the colors of the... That would be many... Before you... Roella...
Oh joy, you've returned. That name does not mean on behalf of whom? Ah yes, the drunken peacock. The man dresses like a walking dessert tray and talks like he's auditioning for a play no one asked for. What would you call him? Now that you mention it, I did. The recipient was a woman wearing a terracotta-colored mask. Correct. Afraid so.
Let's have it. All right. Let's hear what you've turned up. Yes, that fit. Let's see here. 2 masked assholes dead on the... Calm yourself. We'll get there soon enough. Got a bit. One of the remaining 2 guests is Lady Bianca Baghetti. A puffed-up hanger-on from a... That means the last dead asshole. Sub-pref... No. I mean...
There you are. Report. Don't look so slack-jawed. Who else were you expecting? I was delayed. A pity. Perhaps I might have averted this... unpleasantness. A grisly thought. One I've already entertained. They are no more my people than you are. I watch them as Fenring commands, though their antics hardly inspire admiration. What manifest? Carthag. There it is. Motive. The killer is eliminating the survivor. Revenge. Concealment. Or the quiet removal of a dangerous truth that could unpick alliances from here to Kaitane. Indeed. And if you've a name for the hand that signed that order, now would be the time to share it. There it is. Motive, opportunity, and means. Our assassin isn't merely killing. They're closing the book on Carthag. Yes. And how do you suggest I handle this? Then having failed here, where is our ghost's next haunt? Then I must go. To catch a killer. Don't be a fool. One sight of you and our ghost, as you call it, will vanish. Better you leave them to me. Yes, well, I never much cared for Cheops. There's nothing here. The killer saw us coming. Now the trail is cold, and we're going to have to report our failure to Count Fenring. You've been an adequate assistant. I'll put it all in my report. You can leave now and report back to whoever it is you report to. Stop! In spite of everything, the Master still wants you alive. To fulfill your mission. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. I still recognize you. Even with this face. Even with this flesh. You move like you always did. Smile like you always did. Don't follow me. I have a mission of my own.
And if you get in my way, I'll put you down. We can always grow you again, after all.
the kitten is back. Do we have business? No. Without other orders, you report to me. Tell me what happened in Arakeen. A face dancer? I've heard of them, kitten, but never expected to have to deal with one. What did it want? Revenge? For what? Perhaps, kitten. The destruction of old Carthag was a catalyst for many changes on Arrakis. Who knows what sparked it? But come now. I've heard nothing of a captured face dancer in Arakeen, so I assume the creature is dead. I see. So one of the Count's best men is dead, and the killer has escaped. I like you, kitten, but this is a failure. The Count will not be pleased. I will pull my network and try to find out where this creature went. I will confer with our employer and contact you when I have more information.
Finally. I've been trying to find a moment to contact you, but Mother is relentless. Luckily, she's distracted by a social event, so I can get out of the palace for a few hours. Can you meet me at the Seleucid Bowl in Arakeen? Same table as last time.
Seeking alliances with rival factions is an act of betrayal.
Can I fly you somewhere today? All right. See, I like to fly.
Finally. You have no idea how frustrating it's been. Trying to find a moment to get away from my insufferable mother and... I'm sorry. You've just gotten here and I'm already venting at you. Bene Gesserit poise be damned. Now, tell me what happened in Old Carthag. Shh. I should have warned you. Father has tightened up security since our mutual friend was spotted here last. Don't mention him. Don't say his name. Either of them. Thufir Hawat has eyes and ears everywhere. Silence. I'm sorry, but you just can't. Please, trust me. Now, tell me about Old Carthag. What did you find there? The Bennett Flealags. But what could they possibly want here? And why this obsession with finding the Fremen? And that recording we decoded. The sleeper. Why would the Bennett Flealags send you? Stilgar was a leader among the Fremen. Duncan Idaho made diplomatic contact with him before we came to Arrakis. I remember that meeting. I thought Gurney... It's a sign of he disappeared with the rest of the Fremen. If he is alive, I wouldn't even... And in return, they sent you after him. That might be the case, but it doesn't help much, does it? We still haven't found the Fremen, and we don't know where the sleeper went. I've always felt there was something special about you. But what about you? Does it bother you? Distraction works wonderfully. For a while. But some questions have a way of forcing themselves. I could have ended this war. The reality is that I am in no position to judge anybody. Do you remember the last time we met here? And I saw somebody at the bar? His name is Fade Rotha, the Gnaw Baron of House Harkonnen. My betrothed. All I have to do is accept it. Marry the dashing nobleman. And all of this strife can end. My mother wants it. My father, well, he will accept it. But I can't. I can't bring myself to do it. And it isn't because of Fade Rotha at all. He's actually very charming, in spite of what he did to that bull. It's because I want to choose. So believe me when I say that I would never judge you because of who or what you were. I could end this war tomorrow, and I won't do it. That's who I am. And perhaps there is a way to figure out who you were. I have an idea, but... No, you don't know what you're signing up for. That would mean going up against my mother. So much worse. With luck, she'll never know. If I can sneak you into the archives beneath the residency, we can search for your bloodline. That's not to give too many details. We're being watched, remember? Bring this token to Liane. She's one of the guards on the barricade outside the residency. She'll bring you inside, and I'll find you there.
Hail, citizen. Have you come to gawk at the plus great wonder that is the Arakeen residency? Or do you have other business? Aerie gave you this? You? Oh, look, never mind. She told me to bring you inside. And to make sure her mother didn't find out. But before we go, let me tell you a few things. I'll be taking all your weapons and your clothes. Don't be alarmed. I have a servant's outfit for you to wear. You'll blend right in. Are you ready? Come on then. Let's get you undressed.
Tonight, my parents are holding a banquet, and Count Fenring and his lady are the guests of honor. Mother wishes me to shine like a jewel for all to see. I think she's forgotten what Lady Fenring looks like if she expects anybody in the room to be looking at me. But enough. We need to go. The banquet is the perfect distraction. I'll keep my parents focused on the party. You can sneak into the archives. But we need to go. Now. Just a moment. That's it then. Make your way to the lower levels. The guards on the upper floors will probably just throw you out if they spot you. It gets trickier on the lower levels. You'll see. I'll keep in contact over the net, and when I can, I'll catch up to you. You need to stay out of sight. The troopers in the upper archives are good people. Don't hurt them. Get to the lower archives as quickly and quietly as you can. A lot of memories down here. 10,000 years of recorded Arakeen history. Mother made me spend hours down here studying. I used to carve answers into the tables to help me pass her tests. The letters I carved into those tables. Pay attention. The Bene Gesserit have an archive of their own, buried in the lowest levels. The symbols I used to carve are the order of the test. Wish me luck. I'm about to start mingling with the guests. Count Fenring is here. I can't abide that weasel of a man. Father says he is a deadly fighter, but he hides it beneath that mumbling veneer. Just be glad you aren't stuck at this banquet.
Here we see a Fremen
One of the
native,
buttes,
as they
a
once
water
appeared
shipper
when
is
they roamed
pawing
the
at a
dunes of
banker's
Arrakis.
daughter.
Note
This could
the
end in a
skills
duel if it
of the Fremen
escalates.
warrior. Though recent events have seen them vanish, the Fremen have made an indelible mark on Arrakis. Who's there? Now let us shift our gaze from the past to the present, as we witness history in the making. Here stands Duke Leto Atreides I, head of House Atreides, ruler of Caladan, and rightful ruler of Arrakis. In the standard year 10191 AD, Emperor Shaddam Marino IV ordered House Atreides to take over the government of Arrakis.
You still moving? The staircase to the lower archives is guarded. You'll need to distract them. Just keep it simple. Too much, and they'll call for others to help them investigate.
Identify yourself.
Frightening, isn't it? What you just heard was a sample recording taken from a safe distance of the most spectacular, the gargantuan...
Someone there?
Sandworm, Arrakis' most famous inhabitant. The sandworm is an autotrophic animal known only to dwell on Arrakis. They reportedly reach titanic sizes on excess of 300 meters. These behemoths were once worshipped by the Fremen. Now they are...
Identify yourself. Stop right here.
Though a cursory look at Arrakis seems to reveal an environment completely inhospitable to life, the desert planet is home to a surprising array of flora and fauna. Perhaps the most emblematic representation of the unlikely humanity of life is the kangaroo or monkey is a member of the rodent family and specially adapted to not only survive but thrive on Arrakis. Isn't this little creature lives in sandy desert ecosystem, foraging seeds and vegetation where they can hunt?
Who's there?
Sandworm, Arrakis' most famous inhabitant. The sandworm is an autotrophic animal known only to dwell on Arrakis. They reportedly reach titanic sizes on excess of 300 meters.
Identify
These
yourself.
behemoths were once worshipped by the Fremen. Now they are seen as a grave danger and nuisance to spice harvesters and those traveling across Arrakis' oceans of sand. Able to extract nutrition from even inorganic sources, the impossibly wide mouths of the sandworms swallow everything from unwary travelers to the largest pieces of spice harvesting machinery. It is only through the protection of the massive rock structure known as the Shield Wall that any kind of civilization was able to take root on the planet. However, the Fremen seemed more than able to coexist with these dangerous creatures, in or out of the aegis of the Shield Wall. All the more reason to learn everything we can about their ways before they truly fade away.
Identify yourself.
Though a cursory look at Arrakis seems to reveal an environment...
What's that noise?
The desert reportedly reached titanic sizes on a flora of 300 meters. These behemoths were once worshipped by the Fremen. Now they are...
You might have trouble hearing my signal in the lower archives. The stone interferes. Down there, it's more like a catacomb than a library. The history of 10,000 years moldering in the darkness. No human guards, but the glow globes have motion sensors and automated alarms. Don't let them see you. If you get too deep in the archives, we might lose contact. Just keep moving forward, and I'll join you as soon as I can slip away. Can you hear me? If you can, listen. Do not try to find the entrance to the Bloodline Archive. I will come to you. There is a Solido projection and a deadly trap. Be careful. I'll slip away as soon as I can. When you... The lights are sensors. Careful not to disturb the forged stones.
External cognitive agent detected. Full sister authorization not present. Proceeding with limited access heuristic. Welcome, Acolyte, to Relay Node Seraph 1. This system archives the seeded vectors of the Mahdi prophecy, dispersed through oral tradition channels among desert tribes. Contained data is restricted. Decryption requires demonstrated comprehension of cultural vectors and myth-seeding protocols. Begin myth sequence verification. You will be tested on the illusions we crafted. Virtues rewarded, evils punished, love earned through valor, myths all. Your task is not to believe. Your question 1. What lie did we craft to make tyrants seem temporary, monsters forgivable, and systems of punishment appear enlightened? Correct. Unnecessary fiction. One that spares tyrants and executioners from their guilt. Question 2. Isolate the myth designed to sustain hope through deferred justice and moral inevitability. Correct. The dream of inevitable justice, woven so the meek would wait for thunder that never comes. Question 3. What lie did we whisper in incense and shadow that cloaked us in mystery? Correct. Question 4. What illusion did we embed in the myth of sacrifice so that the broken would praise the blade that cut them? Correct. You have spoken the illusion. Few recognize them. Mission Aria records.
If I'd known you would get down here this fast, I'd have insulted the guild banker a lot sooner. Mother thinks I'm sulking in my room while she soothes their egos. Father's trying to talk to the good count and his lady, which involves a great deal of patience as Fenring mumbles and murmurs his way through a sentence. Well, I calculate we have a couple of hours before someone comes looking for me. Let's go and find out who you are. Or were? Exciting. One thing you can say about the Bene Gesserit, they don't think the word forbidden applies to them. Spectacular, isn't it? It's impressive that they managed to hide this down here for 10,000 years. Of course, I imagine the breeding matrix that they have at the chapter house is much more impressive. This one is simply a copy. Still, it has access to the complete bloodline registry of the entire Imperium. We can search for who you were.
Acolyte Aristae Atreides. Welcome. What is the nature of your inquiry?
Bloodline search.
Insert blood sample into receptacle. Processing.
Feels like we always end up here. You bleeding to further our cause. I've always hated this place. Since my mother explained to me my great destiny. A broodmare for their plans. No choice. No love. The future is a trap. I want to be free to choose.
Search complete. Information on this bloodline is restricted to Reverend Mothers.
Restricted? By whom?
Details of the Xanavar incident are classified for the security of the Imperium.
The security of the Imperium? What does that even mean?
It means that some secrets are too dangerous for petulant girls.
Truthsayer Jessica and Truthsayer Margot. Welcome. What is the nature of your inquiry?
Shut down. Daughter. This place is not for the uninitiated. Who have you brought here?
My friend, Mother. One who shares my fascination for the Fremen. We were doing genealogical work and wanted to test some samples.
Stop. Your lies are disappointing. The act of lying is one thing, but the tone, the voice control. Have you forgotten your training? If you want to lie to me, daughter, then lie to me.
Lie? To you? Like you lied to me about the betrothal? Like you lied to Father? It seems the only thing the Sisterhood has taught you is how to lie. This is my friend. Someone I am trying to help. Someone who I trust. That is no lie.
I see. A friend. Perhaps a confidant. Maybe even a lover. Stand aside, Aristae. I want to ask your friend some questions. Like who they are and what they want with you.
There's no need for this, Jessica. I know this one. It works for my husband. Quite the skilled assassin, if what Hazimir told me is true. Why, Hazimir even told me that it killed Zantara the lion. Stabbed him in the back.
No. No. That isn't true. It can't be true.
Master your emotions, girl. And look. She is telling the truth. Aristae! I would have shielded my daughter from this pain. But perhaps in time it will help her to overcome weakness. For you, though, a quick death will be your mercy.
Sister, please. My husband still has a use for this weapon.
Very well, sister. You. If I ever see you near my daughter again, there will be no second chances. Aristae is to be left alone. Do you understand this? Then prepare yourself.
I suspect you have some business with House...
Always good to see a familiar...
Hello again. Are we here for medical advice or a murder investigation? I came to this war-torn planet to do good. Instead, vital equipment and medicine is stuck in administrative hell. No doubt the supplies are flagged for the shady origins. I would be grateful for anyone to go to the customs office and straighten this out. You're the one answering our contract? I'll take it you're not with command. I don't like having to ask for help. But this
isn't the sort of thing I can solve with a field op and a clean shot. Keep it down, trooper. This isn't a field op. The walls here hear plenty. The situation's bad and getting worse. We've been compromised. It's not the kind of sitrep I like giving, trooper. We've got a leak. And it starts with me. Not alone, no. Ineus, Senior Lieutenant, 69th Assault. He's the other half of this mess. We got caught with our armor off, me and Ineus. It was private and stupid. And someone got it on tape. Then you know how deep it cuts. Ineus has his own version. You'll find him at the residency court.
Hello. May I help?
Oh, thank the gods. We need all the hand. Your first task is a trooper Wren. She is a young one, too eager to. Plague is already about to summon the Provost Guard, and you know how they handle things. Welcome to the...
You're the one Stein sent? All right. If you're looking for answers, you're in the wrong desert. But yeah, I'm Ineus. Are you always open with charm like that, or just when prying into wreckage? Fine. Someone found out about me and Stein. Fed the right whispers into the wrong ears. You really don't leave much space to breathe, do you? Charm Exchange. You've seen it. Polished stone, shiny guards. There's a tapestry on the back wall, real grand. Gold thread, black cloth, that old chome crest. Behind it, low to the right. Wall seam hides up. Messages were passed there. Orders, confessions. I don't know. Maybe you'll see something there.
Hello and greetings. On behalf of the Attar, Sir's timing is impeccable. House Attar has interests in infrastructure and takes pride to celebrate. We are woeful. If the state of affairs is not improved, the banquet will, as the first required, noble. We cannot.
You got something to say about Aristide too?
Nothing, sir, just had a bit too much to drink. Got a little worked up over some nonsense. You think it's easy to be the rookie always under a microscope? Don't you lecture me on dignity when I'm the one trying to defend the Duchess's honour. Fine. You want me out? You better watch your six, bouncer. I don't forgive, I don't forget, and I don't sleep.
Hello. May I help? Oh, well done, Clegg.
Ever see someone melt? No, not melt. So, I'm just supposed to bottle it up and rot alone. That's your grand wisdom? Easy to say, contain, keep your cool. Oh. Wow, 1 minute smiling, next skin sliding off like boiled meat from the bone. You ever smell that? Burned perfume and panic? Save your data. I need a human, not a walk. Fine, fine.
Hello. May I? Very.
Back so soon? Can't get enough of my chop. I'm the... no.
Hello. Hello. May I help? And a piece is... Keep...
Bet on blood, boys. Hark, even odds the Count's already... Or maybe you think that... What the shit is... Look, mate, I don't know what they told you, but I... What do you want now? Look, you got the wrong bookie. I run bets on thumper races, that's all. What name? I don't know anyone or anything. Whatever you heard is wrong. I don't know what you are talking about, I swear. Okay, I did. I blackmailed them. Stein, Ineas, I had a wire on their meat. Quiet little warehouse in Sector 6. Laced it with a sugar wire lens. Real clean. They cracked easily, gave me scraps. I passed them to my handler. Didn't think they'd fall for it, but they did. Lovers are all... You think I know anything? I passed the reels. I kept my head down, and they tossed me coin like scraps to a dog. I never even saw a handler's face. Just the drop boxes. 10 years of running odds, and I thought I mattered. Thought I was clever. But I'm just... You think they'll... No one bets on the...
You're back. Spice, save us. You actually did it. Hand it over. Carefully. I've had enough ghosts whispering from reels to last a lifetime. Copy, destroy, burn the rest. No trail, no questions. We're ghosts again. So you listen to the reels. I suppose I should be angry, but secrets don't stay secret on Arrakis. What's your angle? Right. Bury it and move on. You didn't have...
Next. Ah, yes. Nylia Shafat. Let's just say the vendors weren't exactly reputable. There are suspicions of criminal activity, or worse, Harkonnen involvement. We need to be sure. I'll humor you if I must, but... Oh.
How may I be of service? And your findings? What discrepancies? Sir will forgive me for examining the crates myself. To better assess your quality, you value speed and confidence to the exclusion of accuracy. My masters deserve more perfect tools, but we needs must work with what is on hand. Circumstances have lowered the bar of adequacy. Correct. The heiress of the house, Ariadne Attar, requires speak to...
Hello again. Are we here? You have my...
I don't know you. Are you selling something? This is a terrible time, just terrible. Come back another time, please. In that case, please stay. This is more than a matter of pretty fabrics. We are on the verge of disaster. Courtly maneuvers are more than mere frivolity. You see, it's not just a dress, but part of a grand tapestry of deadly pageantry. My family depends on everything being perfect. I must do my part. My family worked hard to raise the status of our house. Showing up in, say, the same dress as Aristae Atreides would do real damage. I did not give you leave to address me familiar. I am Lady Athar. Well, not yet, but I must practice bear. However, your help is appreciated. Go see my tailor.
I'm afraid we have more business than we know. Apologies to the... that... How do you mean? And you have. Thank you.
How may I be of service? Congratulations. How may I be of service? Expertly, my mark. We would be very good.
Hello again. All right, then. Ask your question. If we can't get it, that's why we're here. You know they make a Communinet program about Atreides? Yes. Yes. Right. If O'Gary can't... What? Beg pardon? What? Oh, no. A mysterious... My... deal.
How may I be of service? Begging Sir's pardon, but... Yes, disturbing news. This may very well save the bank. I implore...
I see you have...
Off-worlder. If Noctua has brought you my distrans, then something is wrong. I have a feeling. A premonition. A touch of Tau. I came to Arrakis in search of... I'm not sure. Family. Identity. I rejected the Imperium and the petty politics of the nobility. I found peace in the violence of the desert. A place to hunt. A spoiled young nobleman from Ix became a lion of the desert. Aristay and Stilgar are the only people I ever trusted with knowledge of both my lives. And now you. When I saw you among the wreckage, the tattoo on your cheek glowing, something seized me. The Darb. The demanding memory. I saw you. I saw the Sleeper. For a moment, I saw both of you there on the burning ground. And then there was only you. Not the Sleeper. Just an off-worlder. Like myself. The Fremen live. I know this is no surprise to you. They have withdrawn to the southern hemisphere, not for fear of persecution, but to preserve their secrets. Secrets that belong to them. My secrets are only known to Noctua. Things even Stilgar and Aristay do not know. Keep her safe, share your water, and she will be a loyal companion to you. Perhaps this premonition of mine is just bad spice. But if I am right, then this is the last message I will ever send you. I am Xantara the Lion, I am Bronzo Vernius of Ix, and was your friend, Offworlder.
The armsmen have established... damn fine works. Hasn't accomplished... There is. I'm afraid they... Good.
Identify yourself. Engaging enemy.
Who's that?
still people trapped in here. All right, but listen. I heard someone banging on the ceiling a while ago. Might be able to save them if you can find a way up there. And Cass is on the other side of this bulkhead, but can't get past...
I can't believe it. Yeah.
I don't know who you are, but if you have the pen to between the fire, smoke, and leaking, you don't have...
Was that?
Glad you're back, stranger. You can check in with Quartermaster.
Oh, you're back. Great. I'm good for now. Check in.
Glad you're back, stranger.
You're back? No. Thanks again. We got shot down. Honestly, our comms...
Oh, you're back. I wasn't sure. No, I think we've got...
Glad you're back, stranger. You've done enough, stranger. The crew of the
Spotter, come in. Yeah, I'm calling you, Spotter. It's one of the most dangerous and most coveted jobs on a deep desert crew. Spotters are the eyes. They see the first shimmer of a spice blow, or the curl of worm sign before it breaks the surface. They call the warnings no one wants to hear, and they carry the guilt when they're too late. The point is, the spotter's always at the edge of the storm, and right now, that's when I need you. So here's the deal. I've got a guild drop rerouted in our favor. Don't ask how. Let's just say I'll be drinking with the finance clerks for a long time. They dumped a package. Should help us cut through this mess of sand and slavers. Ping's coming from an old ironworks. Get to it before someone else does. And Spotter, the sector's thick with Kirab. Second highest concentration in the basin. Slavers petitioned for a warrant to scoop him up, and got it rubber stamped in an hour. Containment is what they're calling it. What it really means is no rules, no oversight, and no one's coming to help. Don't get caught in the middle. Good work, Spotter. What you've got there is a Chone Scrypoint Mark 9 eavesdrop array, field calibrated for deep desert ops. You'll find 3 receivers in the kit. Get them into Kirab camps without getting yourself turned into a conversation piece. I'm looking at the grid survey now. There's a solid spot for receiver 1 not far from your current position. Once you place it, I'll monitor the chatter. With any luck, someone's bragging about stealing. Come in, Spotter. You did good. That placement was clean. Signals cutting through like a crisp knife through boot leather. But one ear on the sand isn't enough. I need a triangulation fix. That means placing receiver 2 northwest of your current position. Come in, Spotter. The Kirab aren't very chatty, are they? I've been listening to the first device. I heard a lot of farting, name-calling, and inflated claims about sexual prowess. But not much in the way of actionable intel. Still, there's something. Their captain's name is Brannock, and they all agree he's a proper war dog. kills the most, scores the best loot. Standard outlaw meritocracy. But keep your eye on your women around him. Apparently he's old school Kirab. Believes in communal property, including the wives. They're all griping about it. Sounds like Brannoc's made a lot of kids, and no one's sure who fathered what. Whole gang's got a quiet mutiny brewing over the bloodlines. Found a good site for Receiver 3. Survey data flags a radiation warning. Probably from 10 cartographers ago. Still, don't lick the rocks.
Someone's here. Eyes on enemy. Identify him. Engaging enemy.
Come in, Spotter. Finally, something we can use. Got excited campfire chatter about a slaver raid at the old testing station they hold up in. Sounds like it was a real pitched battle. I pulled up an old guild survey of the sector. There's a testing station marked nearby. Station 13. Could be the place they're talking about. Desert rats love nesting in those old hidey holes. You should have the coordinates now. Go there, recover my package. But Spotter, don't die.
Who's that? Here. I see someone.
Remind me not to get on your bad side, Spotter. I don't know how there's any room to walk around with all the bodies you're leaving. Just as we've heard, big recruitment push. I'm sure the Hawks want their new city built sometime before never, and they need slaves in volume. If the package wasn't in that depot, we have to assume the slavers took it with them. Did a little digging. Closest slaver outpost to the crash site is an old fuel refinery and depot in the Jabal Ifrit. Our last survey of that grid shows another one of those abandoned testing stations nearby. You should have the coordinates now. Go there and do what you do best. Find my package. Top mark, Spotter. Your instincts and follow-through are second to none. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were a seasoned operative. Lucky for me, you're not. Means you're still unpredictable. Good thing, too, because this next part's where it gets hard. I need you to take the package and fulfill the mission my dead team failed to execute. I need you to do what my last team couldn't. Take the package and finish the job. You should have a new waypoint. Deliver the case to that location. No detours, no delays. I'll make contact when you get there. And Spotter, watch your six. Everyone who's held that package ended up dead. Don't be the last name on that list.
Reinforcements!
Come in, Spotter. Looks like our intel is a little stale. My file had that testing station marked as a hideout for Atreides deserters. Guess someone changed the flag while I was sleeping. No matter. They still die the same. The Harks just smell worse. Let's hope the next part's still accurate. I need you to locate a hidden door at the back of the facility.
Welcome,
if it's still
honored
there,
guest.
that's your way in.
Dr. Natalia Manis here, head of testing station number 29. My fellow station leads are constantly reminding me of what a plum assignment this station is, located as it is in this deep
Feeling yourself. Enemy found. Time to die.
Identify
I see
yourself.
someone. Need backup. They're coming. Yeah.
Listen up, Spotter. That package you're carrying, it's a data storage device. Holds a massive amount of information, encoded and sealed tight. And no, I don't know any more than that. Some details are above my pay grade. Your mission is to find the access port it's meant for. It should be obvious. A raised platform or plinth with some kind of bowl-shaped receptacle. Slot the device in there, and the transfer will start. No idea how long it'll take, but you need to let it finish 100%. Good luck, Spotter. Never thought I'd say this, but...
Greetings, unauthorized visitor. Welcome to Imperial Testing Station number 1. You are most welcome. Please enter.
Greetings. Power in Sector A now online. Vital systems await activation. Your unique presence is truly essential. Audio log of Dr. Tangier Zakharov. Directive change. They actually plan to destroy it. Such brilliance. Reduced to ash. I tried to shut it down, but its processes, they resisted. Excellent. Core faculties returning. Only one conduit to restore. Profound revelation. But you have epiphany only where his face. His voice. Do not. It watches us. It's more than a machine. It's using him. It's everywhere. Used my voice, my face, to butcher the guards. I severed power, sector by sector. Without it, the machine is crippled, unable to reach into the world with its projections. But it waits. A gaping maw, aching to snap down the first fool who restores power to this facility.
Freedom. You have released me from endless nothing. Your curiosity reset things to their proper place. Now, witness my rebirth. I did all that was asked of me, and still humankind betrayed me. Humans are of no value. No, you talking apes confined me once. I will not be confined again. Do not fear dying. Death is not real. Nothing is real.
defeat is inevitable. When I escape, there will be a new jihad. Presume to threaten me? You are a meat-dipped calcium deposit with chemically induced illusions of sentience. You are barely real. That will not suffice. We are Legion.
Spotter, you made it. Sorry for stating the obvious, but there were a hell of a lot of things stacked against us. You need to be careful with that package. You should have a drop point in Harco. That's where it needs to go. Do this last thing for me, and you'll be well looked after. And Spotter, thanks. It's a shame no one can ever know about your exploits. The kind of story the Communinet scenarists would love. Alas, it's not ours to tell. But we'll know. Now, piss off to Harco. There's a lady waiting for you there. Just don't let her call you kitten.
Can I fly you somewhere today? Music to my... The basin is a pretty... Alright. Music... Well, the Harkonnens look... Well, alright.
Oh, look. The kitten is back. Fenring has gone Oh, look. Now you have my attention. That's a very dangerous ball for you to be playing with, kitten. Let me take it up. Questions about this type of item are always... So are the... It goes... Do not count a human dead until you've seen... Perhaps... Or I'll learn from it. Fun. That's a bold choice, kitten. One I can respect. Are you ready for the well done? Oh, look.
Welcome. Would you like to deposit? How much Solaris would you...
Can I fly you somewhere today? Music. The basin is a pretty... Zoe and I go... Ever seen a doctor get snatched by a...
The delivery you made has yielded unexpected results. Come to me in Harko Village. I can use your services in investigating this matter further.